What's up, guys? This is Mr. Johnson coming to you guys with a video discussing Section 4, how a bill becomes a law. So how does a bill begin? A bill is a proposed law. Getting a bill passed is a long and difficult process. This careful process helps to ensure that the country's laws are sound ones. Right here at the bottom, I attached a link to a video from Schoolhouse Rocks, which explains how bills are passed. It's a pretty funny video, and I strongly encourage you guys to take a look at it. So Congress considers legislation. Each year, the Senate and the House of Representatives considers thousands of bills, and a bill can be introduced by either house. The only exception is a appropriation bill or a bill that is approving the spending of money, which must begin in the House of Representatives and then goes to the Senate. Both the House and the Senate must pass the bill. Once passed, the bill can be signed by the president, and then it will become a law. Sources of legislation. So, where do ideals for these bills begin or originate? The ideals come from several sources, including American citizens, organized groups, congressional committees, members of Congress, or even the president. Sometimes members of Congress introduce bills because certain groups ask them to do so. For example, a teachers union petitions Congress for a pay raise and to increase funding for education. Bills can originate from members of Congress themselves. For example, Congress members can be highly effective experts in certain fields. A representative who has experience farming, for example, may introduce a bill to increase funding for agricultural programs. The House and Senate consider a bill. Any member of either house can introduce a bill. When a bill is introduced, it is assigned letter and a number, for example, H.R. 1215. The number represents the place in which the bill was created, introduced into session. The bill is then sent to the standing committee where details of the bill will be discovered. Sometimes a bill is set aside and never returns to the floor for action. This, in fact, kills the bill. If the bill is not set aside, the committee will hold hearings on the bill. At the hearings, the committee will call witnesses to testify for and against the bill. These witnesses give the committee member the information that they need to make a recommendation as to whether to vote for or against or just simply change the bill. After the hearings, the committees may pass the bill without any changes or make changes and pass the bill, or they can just simply kill the bill. How the House acts on the bill. So in the House, if the committee recommends the bill, it is officially reported out of committee. The bill is then sent back to the House of Representatives, where it will be placed on a calendar, and at that point, the Speaker of the House must determine if the bill will be reached the floor or will not. The Senate acts on the bill. So whether a bill is introduced in the House or is a bill that introduced in the Senate, it must go through the same steps. The bill will be read and sent to committee. After committee hearings and any revision, the bill will be sent back to the Senate for a vote. Unlike the members of the House, senators usually are not limited in their debate for a bill. The Senate speeches may last a very long time. To prevent Senate from taking a vote on the bill, some senators may threaten to talk for many hours, therefore killing the bill or talking the bill to death. This method of delaying is called a filibuster. And here's an example of the filibuster, which was done by Ted Cruz back in 2013. Pretty funny video. He's reading a Dr. Seuss book. So I strongly encourage you guys to watch that. So a filibuster is a method for delaying action on a bill by simply giving long speeches. And a cloture is a limit on the debate of a bill in the Senate. The final bill is sent to the president. So once both the House and the Senate have passed the bill, it will be sent to the president of the United States for approval. The president can then make one of three actions towards the bill passed by Congress. He can 1. Sign the bill into law, 2. Veto the bill and send it back to the Congress, where they will have to either edit the bill or repass the bill with a 2/3 majority. Or 3. He can hold the bill for 10 days to pocket veto it. So what is a pocket veto? A pocket veto is a means by which the president can reject a bill when Congress is not in session by simply not signing it. And that is all for Chapter 5, discussing the legislative branch of government. Tune in for the next video, which will be discussing our class Congress, as well as Chapter 6, the executive branch of government. Stay safe and go Tigers.